do it all game long. They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. It's a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Flex round! Flex round!
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! What? 90! What? 90!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down to Barkley on the check down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. That'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. shotgun now for Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Wentz. Screenplay, Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And here he's got Grant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
81.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they'll look at the sideline thinking to themselves,
and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
they'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return will stop right around the 25. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They go play action here on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Elliott good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Flex round! Flex round!
of the gun. They'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Returnable now for Saunders. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Johnson jostles free. There goes Duke Johnson. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Duke Johnson, 82 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20.
All right, let's get credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Myers. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Wentz toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Run. Black, come on.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Myers. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Wentz now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. To the right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Wentz to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not in a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go. 1,
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Let's go. 190. 190.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Simpson reels it in over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ohio. Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down.
And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for Shepard deep. That's caught inside the 20. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio! 56, right there, 56.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes it a 28-24 game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And Myers has it over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
82, 82.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On play action, Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
This will be taken in at the 1. So and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Jakeem Grant now to return. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Wentz now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, it's Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On play action, it's Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanted to put it away before they even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. The pitch goes to Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Ohio, Ohio. Ohio, Ohio. Flex round, flex round.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Alert, alert. Three down. Motion. Ohio, Ohio.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Flex round, flex round. Three down. Motion, pop. Ohio, Ohio.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey. We got three. Three down. Flex round. Move. Flex round. Mike, 56 right there. Ohio. Flex round. Ohio. Flex round.
Looking to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go. Red 38. Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Ohio.
They'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Check, go get him, go. Flex round. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
They'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. In for the score. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man is Grant. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now out come the Giants. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio. Ohio. Mike 56. Mike 56. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
A handoff to Barkley, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw to Barkley on the check down. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Back to throw here. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
We got flex round. Flex round.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped it? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And that one results in 35 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now a play fake. Wentz. That's going to be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead
and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Levante David. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Here's a give to Barkley, and he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Right there. All day, baby.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles continue to roll. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got some room at the 30. And this is Simpson with a catch. And finally marked down at the 23. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Great 15, great 15.
Wentz to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
Flex round, flex round.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15.
Ohio, flex round, flex round.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Go.
Now Wentz. Screen play, Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing his Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.